So for this month's project, I wanted to do a Carhartt jumpsuit alteration. I wanted to take an oversized Carhartt worksuit and I wanted to turn it into an oversized crop top skirt combo. I have not been able to figure out how to do this project because I want to keep everything as original as possible. Let me show you what I'm doing. Okay. I got this Carhartt jumpsuit, 3X I think. I don't wear a 3X, but I wanted a lot of fabric for this project. I want to turn this into an oversized two-piece. I think I would like a cropped top and a skirt bottom. I think it'd make a really cute industrial outfit. I'd like to try and keep the piece as original as possible, but I don't know if that's going to be possible with how I'm doing it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I first need to disassemble everything, so let's do that. I have been racking my mind on this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, gosh, let me look at it, I don't know. I think I am going to seam rip the center where that band is, seam rip the legs so I can sew them into a skirt. I think I'll crop the top underneath the pockets that there are. And I'm definitely going to be shortening this. And I don't quite know how I want to shorten everything. I don't know if I want to do some kind of design or if I want to just slice and sew. I think I'll look at designs first. Something artistic. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Hi, it's me in one of the 20 outfits you'll see me in this video. So my initial idea for this project was to take this jumpsuit and essentially make it into a smaller jumpsuit. I kind of realized when I got the jumpsuit that I underestimate sizes drastically and that I am a hobbit. I mean, look at the size of this ring compared to me. The plan, once I got the jumpsuit and actually looked at it, was to cut the jumpsuit in half and make a midi dress out of the bottom half of the jumpsuit and make a matching jacket. As I have mentioned a few times before, I am vertically challenged, so to make the pants a midi-length dress, I cut some height out of the middle. That means I currently have the full top half of the jumpsuit, the pockets panel of the pants, and the legs of the pants, ignoring scraps. This fabric, much like my attitude, has no give, absolutely no stretch. So I used a low-rise skirt to shape the bottom of the dress so I can add elastics to it later. Throughout this project, I make sure that the dress's breast, waist, and hip measurements were 2 or more inches larger than my measurements. Right now I have taken the pockets panel of the bottom half of the jumpsuit and I'm turning it into what will be the bust of my dress. My dress isn't like the other girls. The zipper is upside down on the top half. It still opens to allow for some give when I'm putting it on, so it, because again, it doesn't have any stretch. Throughout this project, I tried flat-felled stitches and rolled seams to try and make a prettier final garment. The project also required my heavy-duty machine. For example, I had to stitch the pass-through pocket shut so I don't give the world a show. With the hem, I was stitching through about 4 layers of thick fabric. As I am a master planner, I decided on adding pockets to my dress skirt after sewing the skirt together, which wasn't correct. So I had to seam rip the top of my seams to sew those in. To finish the skirt, I needed to finish the hems, reinforce the side seams, and fold over my side seams, paying attention to the pockets area. One last check on the dress skirt before I move on. And this is what it all looks like in 2 pieces. Now, this is presumably a men's 3X jumpsuit, so the only logical thing to do with it was to add a bow. I thought it was very fitting. Argue with that if you will. It's the most masculine thing I could think of, really. And to do this, I used the inside center band because it was a nice secondary color. To do the trim for the top of the dress, I sewed together some scraps and used some 3D printed slop that I purchased on accident for a different project. This little doodad is used for jelly roll rug. The first size wraps your fabric into a fold, and the second size wraps that again into a secondary fold. And I utilized that to wrap it around the top of the dress like it was bias tape.
It's a little big, so I think I'm gonna add elastics on the side or in the back.
The last and debatably easiest part of this project was the jacket. I just had to remove a few inches of width from it, which really was just slicing and dicing and sewing it back together. I didn't end up doing whatever artistic thing it was I wanted to do, but the way I cut and sewed this back together created a very interesting visual throughout the piece, so I'm not upset. Hemming the jacket was a little more complex. I removed some link, seam ripped some of the zipper, rolled a hem over that zipper, and then added trim to that hem. To keep the zipper from coming undone or from getting lost in the hem, I added some stitches to the bottom of the zipper teeth. You can get zipper stoppers and fix a zipper, but I wasn't in the mood, and this was going to be an oversized piece anyway, so it would fit regardless. After a quick wash to get the chalk off, I think I have something presentable. Something tasteful. Something that can hold a lot of lentils in one pocket. Behold, bear witness. I think this turned out really good. I think this was probably the better quality piece that I've made out of this series so far, maybe underneath the Victoria's Secret dog bag. What's for sure is I'm certainly having fun taking these name brand pieces and changing them into something a little more niche or interesting. I'm not sure. It's really cute with the jacket and would work in mild weather or warm weather given the strapless build and the matching jacket. But if you've happened across this video and happened to make it to the end as well, thank you. And let me know what you think. Do you hate it? I hope you love it. I certainly do. Anyway, okay, bye!